What's up, y'all? As y'all, I'm working on the T today, and as y'all may have known, I'm doing somewhat of a coolant flush sort of deal. Basically, well, not necessarily coolant flush. There's a lot of rust in the block that I've been trying to get out. It has some chemical in there. That's kind of what's staying on top of my radiator. But yeah, trying to figure out an overheating problem I've been having, and obviously, there's a new radiator. It's got a new water pump. It's got no thermostat in it. It's got a new little radiator hose. I flushed it out a couple times. I ran some vinegar through it. I got some Thermocure stuff in it right now. But still seems to be getting a little hot. I do know the gauge on the dash is a little weird. I do have a gauge to put on. I'm just not willing to do that right now because I have to go in and disconnect the things down here to get to put the thing in, even if the sensor that came with the gauge even fits. So I'll do that a little later. What I want to do is verify that this does not have a head gasket problem. I got a head gasket test kit right here, right? Has the part number and whatnot. That pretty much verify if I have some type of head gasket sealing problem. What I've noticed is that if I'm just driving around, nice, smooth, not pushing it hard at all, like city driving, 45 mile an hour, whatever, it stays relatively normal. But if I try to get on like highway speeds or merge onto the highway, or if I'm trying to beat a light or something like that and I push the car a little bit, the temperature start going up for a while, and it'll kind of stay like 3/4 of the way, and it'll go down a little bit, then it'll go right back up a little bit, and it'll eventually fall all the way back down. So it's weird. And I've taken this to work a couple times, and like I said, it was getting a little high. Then one time it actually did like legitimately overheat, or overheat to the point where it's coming out of the overflow, which I am missing the cat floor. I have no idea where it went. It's in this car somewhere. But yeah. So basically, I read the directions on the test kit and what I have to do. Just to let you know, I do have the Thermocure stuff in it, so the fluid in this radiator is going to be kind of nasty looking. I'm just going to let you know it's supposed to be like that with the Thermocure in here. Pull the cap off, and I have to drain some of the coolant out of the radiator. I think down to where the fins start. That way it gives the tester enough room to actually pull out the whatever gaskets that might be in the radiator. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the pan. I want to save this fluid because I'm gonna put this fluid right back in. Maybe, I don't know, but this fluid is biodegradable. It's really just a Thermocure and distilled water. Like I said, don't mind the color. It's supposed to be like that. What I guess it's doing is converting all the rust into iron phosphate or something like that. The same type of deal stuff you get with the anti-rust or rust reformer spray. I think it's a similar situation. What's going on inside the engine? Anyway, I'm gonna drain a little bit of it out. I'm just gonna pull the pep cup off the bottom and let it come down a little bit, and I'll plug it back up. I got the car sitting at an angle. My driveway kind of goes downhill towards the house, so that kind of helps. And I'll start assembling the tester, then I'll let you know when I'm ready to test it. Alright, so I'll see y'all in just a second. So I drained a little bit out of the radiator. I want to say it's probably down about right here, which should be about perfect. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start the car, get it up to temperature, or as close to temperature as I can get. Like I said, there's no thermostat in here, but I think once basically I want to have the car running, get warmed up to where the metal kind of expands a little bit. That way the test to be a little more accurate. And of course it has to be running for it to even pick up any exhaust gases. Check the oil, which I'm actually going to do right now. Now, last time I checked it, there was nothing wrong with the oil of it being a little dirty from the seafoam being in there. Let's see, it's dirty, but it's full. So, what coolant or water, whatever, is not getting to the oil. I'm also not noticing any steam out of the exhaust. This is just really just a test to make sure, because even though it could be just the slightest of leaks that might open up a little bit once you get on it. This engine has probably like 300,000 miles on it, so it is possible. Then I'll be able to figure out if the motor itself is the problem or is something else entirely. And let me go ahead and fire it up. Sorry guys, I know this is kind of a mess. I also rechecked the timing. The timing was a little too advanced, so I did back it down a little bit. That could also cause a problem, but I don't know. I've also noticed that a couple of these gauges do act a little funny. Like my fuel gauge, I just filled the tank up the other day. They'll read somewhere anywhere between 3/4 to a half tank, they'll even all the way down, even though I have almost a full tank. The oil pressure gauge is a little more accurate. Idle is down a little low because I do have the idle set screw closed a little bit. I'll open that up a little bit to bring the RPM up. So, but even sometimes the oil pressure gauge kind of acts a little wonky too. Let me go ahead and this is the set screw I'm talking about. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's much better. So we'll let it sit like this for about 5-10 minutes. Kind of let it warm up a little bit. So then I'll get the tester ready. That way I can actually do it. Basically, the reason why you want to lower the level in the radiator is to you don't want any of the fluid, coolant water. You don't want any coolant water or whatever inside the tester, because that will mess up the fluid. Basically, what the fluid does is it changes color when in the presence of exhaust gases. But I'll explain more of that when I actually get ready to service it. Alright, see y'all in about 5-10 minutes from now. Basically, I want this needle to be up somewhere around in the quarter of the way up. About where it likes to sit when I'm just idling. But like I said, if I get on it, that's when it starts to climb. Anyway, see y'all when I'm ready. Alright, so this is just about warmed up. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox the contents of this. I was already in here, so I already know what's in here. Because like I said, I read the directions. First you got the little pump ball. It's got a little one-way valve in there. And you got the actual testing thing. The stopper that goes into the radiator or overflow if you have one of them systems, and of course you got the fluid level you got supposed to fill it up to. You got the actual test fluid. I said this will change color once it detects Bad Head Gasket, and of course you got the instructions. I already read through this, so I already kind of know what to do. I'm gonna tell you guys how to do it. First, you're gonna take this fluid and put it into this container up to this yellow line. It does have a one-way valve in it, so it shouldn't just leak out. You're gonna stick this into the radiator. You're gonna stick this on top of the tester. You're gonna pump it a couple of times. Make sure there's no coolant getting into the tester, because then that will you know, that will screw up the results. Basically nothing but air or gas or exhaust gas should get in here. So let me go ahead and fill this up to the line because I can't do it one-handed. And I'll get ready to test it, show you on the car when I'm ready. So see y'all in just a second. Alright, so I got the tester assembled. You want to make sure the little metal bit, the one-way valve, is, this wind's blowing all over the place. You want to make sure the one-way valve's on top and have the opening going into the tester. Let me go and put the box back in the car before I lose it, because I do want to put everything back in the box so I can store it. Temperature is about a quarter of the way up, which is about right. Now I'm going to go ahead and, I don't know if you can hear this over the fan or the motor, but I'm going to go ahead and shove it in the radiator and go ahead and start pumping it. And if there's no leaks, this fluid should change color. But if there is a leak, head gasket leak, it should change either yellow or green. So far, I don't see anything wrong. So that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out real quick. Still nice and blue. I'm gonna go ahead and give the car a little bit of gas, because like I said, that's when I had the problems when I'm on it hard. Right here's the throttle leakage, so alright, there's a little bit of air bubble. Now I'm gonna go ahead and try it again. Ooh, look at that. It's turning green. Yeah, look at that. It's turning green. I'm going to go ahead and dump this fluid out, rinse the tube out, and try it again. But yeah, that's getting me somewhere. So I might have a bad head gasket in this car, because that's clearly green. Alright, so I'll be right back with you just a second once I double test this and verify it. So yeah, because I always want to get a thumbnail picture too with the fresh coolant, the flush fluid. So I'll see y'all in just a second. Yeah, like I said, when it's just sitting here, I don't really get it's starting to change. Yeah, look at that. It's changing. It was deep blue, now it's more like a turquoise. So there is a little bit of a very minor head gasket leak. And like I said, if we'll go ahead and pull it out again, then I'm gonna rev it once or twice. And now, like I said, I have the problem after I get on it. And it turns green. Kind of a yellow. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do a head gasket on this thing. Oh, I guess that's the end of the video. I mean, yeah, that explains a lot of the problems. Like I said, if it's just sitting around not doing anything, it's fine. But if I'm driving around or getting on it kind of hard, then I have the overheating problems. So like I said, when you're on the highway doing like 70, 80 mile an hour, you're spinning 3,500 RPMs, and that's probably enough pressure in the cylinder to kind of push out into the cooling system. So that's probably why this car was parked initially, because it had a bad head gasket and the guy didn't want to deal with it. I'm willing to deal with it. It's not that the head gaskets on this car is not going to be that big of a deal. It's just a lot of stuff's going to have to come off of it. When I'm doing that, I'll probably change out to a set of headers. Of course, I'll do the intake gasket, the valve cover gasket. I'll probably paint the valve cover. So I'm gonna do a good bit. But yeah, that's my problem. It does bum me out that it is an actual head gasket, but I'm kind of glad it is the head gasket, not something else stupid. So yeah. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram. I have the username in the description. Be safe, have fun. Don't forget to tip waitress. Let's keep up with the content on this car. So yeah. Keep up with the content on this car. I got something, hopefully I have something exciting going on with the truck. Something going on with the Buick. And yeah. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Alright, just want to kind of throw this in here after the fact. I was kind of looking on the side of the engine, and I do see, I don't know if you can really see it in here, but if you look right by the injector cooling fan, I do see some seepage like between the gap from the cylinder head and the block. I have seen a couple of things. I have seen it before, but I thought it was just, you know, kind of oil leaking from the filter because someone put a Fram filter on here. But yeah, all right, in this little gap right here, right above the injector cooling fan, was some seepage. So I have a feeling that the gasket in between cylinders 3 and 4 are it's where it's the leaking. The gasket's damaged. But like I said, that'll be a video for later on. I'm going to do the head gasket for it. I'm probably going to change this little cooling pipe right here because that's damaged too from the rust. And head gasket, new bolts, head bolts. I'll probably put a new exhaust on here, and probably paint the intake of the head valve cover, clean up the block a little bit, you know, stuff like that to make it look a little nicer in here. Probably redo some of the wiring on this harness, or at least finish it up with like the conduit on top of it. And I'll probably actually get this vacuum stuff situated. But that's probably not going to be for like a couple weeks or two, so only because of money wise, time wise, and weather wise. So yeah, so that's something to look for on this. I figure I'll just tack this a little bomb at the end of the video. So yeah, see y'all in the next video. I'm not exactly sure what video is going to be, but yeah, got stuff to look out for. I got some plans with the truck. The Buick's not here because my mom drives that. It's her car technically. Got some plans for that. Of course, I got some plans for this. So see you guys in the next video.